I know, he just needed to become captain to start scoring, so we're happy to see that. He was flying out there, making plays like always, so yeah, good to see.
But in all honesty, do you see something different in his shot from an offseason? You're a guy who's broken down your own shot and worked on it.
I mean, it's still early to see, but I mean, he looked good. I mean, he's been looking good all camp. Obviously, skating is standing out all the time, so, but yeah, it's good to see him score some goals.
How about the reps you guys got on the power play tonight? How did you feel?
I liked it. I think we still could be a little more clean. I can definitely hit the net more. But yeah, we got some goals there, and I think we stepped in the right direction.
What's the biggest takeaway from you guys in this game? Was there something that clicked a little bit different in other preseason games?
Maybe now we play with a full team, and I think we started working harder. I think we made the right plays. Still 2 more preseason games left, so to be ready for a season.
Rick, what was the message to the group after the first period, and how did you like the way they responded the rest of the way?
Well, we took they had 4 power plays, so it's hard to, you can't take those give them power plays, so you're killing most of the period. Wasn't that bad, and then obviously the second and third we started to skate more, with the puck. I think sometimes we're gliding when you have the puck, and when you skate, you open up those options.
Did you like the looks your power play got tonight?
Yeah, some good. I like the shooting. There's some good movement, but we were ripping some pucks, which is good. I like that shoot mentality.
Seems like Quinn is being more aggressive in terms of jumping up in the offensive zone, creating offense. Obviously, he gets rewarded by scoring a couple tonight. How important is that going to be for him going forward to be a catalyst of the offense? Yeah,
he worked on his game, some offensive sets when he comes down. He can tell that there's some stuff that he's done. There's a couple of other options that he has coming downhill. He worked on a lot this summer. I talked to him all summer about it. He wanted to be able to fake and then obviously get to a shooting position and shoot it. Even the backhand was great. Di Giuseppe going to the net, which was great to see too.
You mentioned Di Giuseppe. How pleased have you been with him through camp? Obviously, you liked the way he played for you last year, and he seems to be picking up where he left off.
Yeah, I mean, he's north-south, goes to the net. Low-maintenance guy, big guy. How can you not love a guy like that? So, you can, I know he's 29 years old, but I've seen a lot of guys play well at 29, and continue to play. So, yeah, you guys, I like him a lot, love him. He's just a pleasure to coach. Yep.
I know it's only exhibition game 4 or whatever 3, but how good was it to see your team score some goals tonight after the first 3?
Yeah, I liked after we didn't score. After the first, I didn't want the guys to get tight. But we missed even though we killed those 4 power plays in the first, we missed about 4 or 5 shots. We're trying to be a little too perfect. I like the fact that we got to hit the net, but we got to get traffic. We can't just have a couple of guys. We need more guys going to the net. I felt we had some shots, but we had some guys kind of, not being net front. So that's got to be habitual to our team where we get people to the net.
How'd you feel about both special teams units tonight? Felt like both had a pretty productive night and got a lot of action as well.
Who's that? Are both of them?
Special teams, both of them.
Yeah,
right, I guess.
Yeah. I like the way the penalty kills have been the last couple of games. Worked on some stuff. Obviously, acquiring Teddy, it's really helped. There's some chemistry of the ROMs. We kind of have 3 good, 3 or maybe even 7 guys that can kill penalties. That really helps. And, we got some guys back, Sush and Kohler, that will block shots. So that adds to the penalty kill.
Did see the Quinn Hughes and Philip Hronik went out a couple times after killing off a penalty. Is that by design to just provide a boost, or what are your thoughts?
No, it'll be a committee thing. There's going to be some times during the game we'll probably put them together. It's something that we've talked about.
There's so few of these games for guys to audition. The fact that you've given Cole McWard 2 games with Hughes, that seems pretty significant. Can you just say where is he, your assessment, and could he actually make this team for the start of the year?
Well, I mean, he's obviously given us some options because, he's not a young guy. He's young, but he's not 19. He's 22, is he 22? I think he's 22, but mature guy. There's been guys, I don't know if he's going to make the team or not, but there's guys that have come out of college at 22 and have done well in the NHL. So maybe he can be that guy. But it is nice that he can sling that puck to Hughesy a lot, which is what he was trying to do. He had a couple of penalties, the poor guy. I don't know if the third one was a little tough one, but I didn't think he batted an eye after that.
And a couple of 5-on-3s tonight obviously helped the power play, but is it making progress? Is it starting to look the way you want it to look as far as the movement?
Yeah, I mean, we're playing. I think the first four or five teams play the same kind of penalty kill, not a diamond. So we're more in our the regular set today, but we still got to make sure we have somebody in front of the net. I think that's something that we got to make sure. Whatever we do, we have to have people in front of the net. That's at some point. So that's a fluid thing for us.
I was going to ask you about that. You have guys standing to the side of the net and to the side of the goalie. You want them right in front of the goalie. Yeah, well, the goal in Edmonton when Hughesy scored, Skinner didn't see it because Garland was in front. I mean, we need those type of goals. Those type of power play goals. You can't always skill your way or pass it in the net. You have to have those good old fashioned shot, somebody in front. The other stuff will open up. So, but we'll work on that. We got to get some people to get in front.
You talked about facing a lot of diamond PKs. You guys are obviously playing a diamond PK, which is a bit of a switch from last season where it was more of a wedge plus one kind of. Is it a matter of kind of simplifying the PK? Is it a more simple structure to play? Yeah,
when I was in Arizona, we had a different PK, but the diamond intrigues me a little bit. But I think we're a little bit more of a hybrid. We're not actually a total diamond, but it seems like a diamond. But we don't leave the middle open, too much. But we've got a lot more aggressiveness, which I like. We got some guys that, like I said, block shots. But there is some system stuff that we're doing. But I think some personnel has helped too. I know it's exhibition, but it's nice to see that last two games it's working what we're doing. But it's exhibition. We got to continue it.
And on the power play, you got a goal from Kuzmenko in the bumper. He's been more of a net front, finishing around the net kind of guy. Is he someone that you could see playing in that bumper in the slot where Horvat used to play?
Yeah. I mean, his shot's dangerous, and even if something's around that slot, he's got that release. It doesn't even have to be a perfect setup. So having that kind of, he's an elite talent when it comes to his shot. So why not have him in there? But sometimes he might be on the right side, and we'll have Millsy in we got to move people around. Like I said to you, Edmonton's the benchmark, right? They got the unreal power play, and I know McDavid's all world, but he's everywhere, and so is Draisaitl. So we have some really good hockey players that can play other positions, I think.
You've had Cole and Hronek together pretty consistently throughout camp in the preseason to this point. You went away from that during the game. You had Soucy with Hronek, Cole with Myers. What did you think of the change in the pairings? And I know preseason's for experimenting, so you're getting a look at all these things, but what did you think of it?
Yeah, we just, Footy came up, he wanted to make the switch, and, I thought it was a great switch. I think for some reason early on, I don't know, we just felt like it was a good switch to settle guys down, and it did. And we're not afraid to switch pairs in games. We did it last year. And when you have team players and defensemen that can do that, that aren't, that can play with different guys in in-house games, I think that's big. So we're going to do that a little bit more often, I think, if it happens.